Hey guys, this is Viper. Uh, I haven't done a how to for pretty long, so I thought that it's a good idea to do one. Uh, a question that I often get asked is, how do I make a trap account? So there are a few considerations when you make a trap account, or not even a trap account. Like, how do I defend? So there are a few considerations about when you talk about defense, right? One is and why I don't really answer this question is because you really cannot have a bill fits everything, one prescription fits everything for defense. It depends a lot on, like, who you are getting hit by, what you are getting hit by, what are the buffs, who do you generally play. I will try to include some general principles, but it's it's so different across, like, different keeps which you're getting hit by. I think ROM does a pretty good thing for what you do to be a rally keep in VIG. Uh, I would be talking more about people who are getting soloed and zeroed. So the first thing what you do here is troop details, right? Like, I don't have that many, but choose which trap you're going for, right? And siege trap, I don't think it works. It might work, but I don't think it works. So yeah, so this T1 is what you really need, right? If I have some mounted HP flats, so I have a lot. I have mounted T1s, but you can go for a range T1. One of the most famous T1s was in our alliance, Lost, and he had a range trap, and it worked crazy good. Uh, but if you're a bigger keep, like if you're like 8, 10, 12 billion, you're better off going for mounted because um, range doesn't at all support the top tires, right? It's only when everything is wiped off, range helps then. Mounted, your mounted is going to battle the first and coming back last. So if you're a big keep, you want pure top tire protected, you go mounted. Now when I say mounted, why does it help? So imagine you're getting ranged, right? Once your mounted die, range is getting free turns at ground till ground reaches them or siege kills them. If you are not like a mega coiner, because this is for low coiners, um, yeah, I mean, I would prefer my mounted T1 to like stop the range. So what do you need for stopping the range? You need HP. So I mean, everyone knows by now flats are good for, like lower tires. Uh, there is maths about that everywhere. So what you need to do is, where's my defense general? Ah, okay. Yeah, so you see these values 1921, 1852. You really need to get those up as much as possible. And you need all of them to be flat, okay? No exceptions. This, everything flat. This, everything flat. Sorry. This, everything flat mounted troop defense. This, everything flat mounted troop defense. So, what I was, and this, you can probably go mounted troop attack flats. I haven't seen it work very well. Um, I would still go ground troop attack flats unless you're like really big and your siege is actually killing. So otherwise, I would just go like ground troop attack, um, or a mixture of siege and ground. Oh, I have ground. I don't. Yeah, I don't think ground is applicable for my size, but yeah. So I haven't really looked at my defense for a very long time. So yeah. So that's what I think. I mean, if you can get curtain, it's amazing, right? Like you get like all troop attack. yeah, in city troop attack plus 800 flats. If you can get that, that would work amazing. But if you can't get that, it's fine. Don't worry. Like at the end of the day, this game has gives you choices, right? How much money you want to spend against how much. I mean, what kind of game you want to play, and it's okay. I mean, like flexible specialties are expensive. If you can't get Iron Curtain, don't sweat it. You can still refine gears, you can still refine your dragon. I am a lot more percentages. Yeah, yeah, I am like a lot more percentages, but it's I mean, if you're actually trying to play like a smaller keep defensively, you have to go flats and all of that. Then an interesting idea that like what I saw. So the next important thing, and which doesn't get talked about, is your debuffs, right? So if you see my defense, if you see my generals, everything debuffs what I want them to debuff. Like Jiglamish is like great for is great for CHP. I have like the gears for CHP, right? This gear, this Augustus leg armor is one of the best gears you can have because it debuffs range troop attack and siege HP. Bourbon is also an amazing gear. Again, debuffs range troop attack and siege HP. But the problem with Bourbon is it's cake 10. So yeah, if you're getting soloed, put Abbas bracers, definitely CGHP 40%. Then there is something called the Aztec, which also has a siege and range HP 30%. These are all level 4 cakes, so definitely worth putting it in. So yeah, what I was going back to what I was saying was that like you need your subs to debuff exactly what you're getting attacked by. Like I won't put like Darius, people say is very good and all. I will never put Darius because at my size, who's gonna ground me? Darius is good for ground. So I had something on sub general comparisons. If you want, just look at it. Check what you want to defend against, right? If you're getting grounded and you have if you're getting grounded and like you have Jiglamesh, it doesn't make sense. I mean, if you're 5B and you put Jiglamesh, it doesn't make sense. If you're 5B, you put you can probably put Hojo because he debuffs a lot of range. At 5B you might get ranged, but I don't think you get sieged a lot at 5B. So don't put like Nordic again. Hojo also like debuffs mounted HP a lot if you see this. But Hojo is expensive, I think. You need to find something else for this. But yeah, range troop attack and mounted troop HP because you might get mounted calved before you get grounded. So yeah, range and calve and ground is what you can want to debuff against. So choose what you want to get debuffed against. A very very interesting thing what we found was like when I was going to Lost's account, so he had a lot of spears, right? Which is debuffing ground troop defense and ground troop HP, and he was a range trap. So he was getting grounded a lot, and he knew what he wanted to debuff. Right, like this one debuffs ground troop HP and range troop HP, which is what most people use. But the beauty of Lost's account was it was so optimized. He knew exactly what he's getting hit by. He knew exactly what his defense would do. And that is most important. You have to know what your defense will protect against and what you need to improve it, right? So see every report, see what you're like you can always see like what you're getting hit by and what you're getting hit most by and what your defense is not protecting against. Debuff that, right? So if you're getting like if you're like 12B and you're getting sieged soloed all the time, debuff siege solo. And for that you need, if you can get Jiglamesh, yes. Baldwin is probably one of the best generals because he's easy to ascend, easier to ascend than the others. Uh, and yeah, at full ascension, look at it, like 10% here HP debuff, 25% at 3 star, and 35% at 5 star, and this one has another 10%, so 45% at 5 star, debuffs a ton of range. Definitely go for him. um uh what does this do? Oh, mounted troop defense and ground troop HP. Okay, I'm probably not the greatest gear. What does this do? Ground troop attack. I should probably change this. But yeah, so yeah, basically, know what you're debuffing. Don't look at my subs. Most of them are premium subs, but yeah, you can just go through the tavern, look at the options. You you know, like at the end of the day, you got to grind. Uh, D4S in our alliance is probably like one of the smartest players. He took a K39 4B. He had a big account in Vig, and then he moved down because he wanted to like chill for a bit. And he took a K39 4B, relatively F2P, and he has his range attack debuff at 1400 and siege HP debuff at 600 now. So it can be done by grinding. You need to know what you want. Uh, Search the tavern, make a list of like what you want to debuff and which are the generals best for it, and yeah, get them, and then like get enough copies and send them. Put the right gears on. Uh, I don't like if you are not like taking an event like in a month. I don't suggest you start ascending Senate generals. It just doesn't make sense. Um, so yeah, if you're making a range trap, you gotta go numbers, right? Like put like 2 billion T1 range, 500 million T2 range, something like that. Like put like heavy numbers. Range always works well with numbers. Calves also works great with numbers. Uh, in calf, something else is like go all the way up to T7 at least, if not T9. So it should be something like you should be looking at something like 800 million to 1 billion T1, 300 million to 400 million T2, 250 million T3, 200 million T4, 150 million T5, and 100 million each T6, T7, and it goes up like this, right? So yeah, that's what I would say in calves. Range, I would say like go as many as T1s as possible, T2, and then like it's fine. T3, T4, you don't need to go up that much. It's fine. That should work well. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And uh, like look at gears. That's so important, right? Like look at what is level 4, and like like this one is level 4, and it debuffs a lot of range attack. Again, there are a lot of like just check what you want to debuff. There are a lot of level 4 gears which are good for debuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And there is no universal prescription for defense, right? So you gotta know what you're defending against and what you need to buff and what you need to debuff. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.